Hello, my friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts. Guys, we are working on this Christmas journal once again today. We're going to be making some things. I want to make this bookmark that I was talking about. This was the spine of the book, so we're going to use this and make a bookmark today. I want to make some decorative pages out of my Tim Holtz. This is like, I call it my ATC stamp. It's First Christmas is what's called COMO 26. Stampers Anonymous. Love this one. It's so pretty. And then I have some Christmas recipe cards I want to grunge up a bit and put into the book. And then we may do even more than that. Oh, and then I have my itty bitty stamp. We could use this one too. There's just so many things we can do. So those are the things that are on my plate today for sure. And we'll see what comes after that. So let's get started on it. I have been putting off, I don't know why, I've been putting off crafting today for no good reason. I guess I've had other things on my mind and thought I'd do them first, and had dinner already and actually made some apple cobbler stuff for dinner or for dessert, and just enjoying it. Just enjoying sitting back and enjoying the evening. And so I thought, before I really go kick off my shoes and relax for real, I probably, like take the bra off, because I'm not doing nothing after that. I'm just going to bed after that. We're just going to hang out, literally. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just telling it how it is. But I want to get something done with my journal here tonight. I'm looking for something that I can stamp that on. I was hoping to find a scrap real close, but to tell you the truth, nothing's real close at the moment, except unless I stand up and come over here and grab something this way, and that's not going to do it. Let's use this, and there's another one, and I'm coming back. Don't go, my friends, I'm coming. All right, I found what I needed. Found exactly what I need. Okay, I found 2 circles, and I love this paper. You don't have to do much with this paper because it's already halfway done for you with the texture and stuff. I found a piece of white. Now, why did I pick white? Because I couldn't find anything cream color, coffee stain, coffee dyed, whatever. So I'm going to have to make it work. But that's okay, because we can collage on this paper and use the back as a journaling spot. Ooh, that would be fun. Because I've got plenty of papers like this that, are just kind of laying around here that I really do need to use. And then I've got these. Remember how we didn't throw these away the other day? Let me show you how I can use them. So we're going to use some of this. Let's see if I've got a good ruler nearby. I don't. But I do have this, and this will work. I just need a straight edge. We're just going to start gluing some of this stuff down. And had I thought about it, I would have stuck my pen in the bottle again last night or yesterday, whenever it was that I created last. I am still working really hard to get my living room put together, guys. I'm going to be leaving out of town. I don't know if you heard, in just a few more days. As long as my flights aren't canceled, I'm going to be leaving out of town. And I've got to I want to make sure that my living room is clean enough, because my daughter's going to come help with the animals. Steven will be here, but he works so much that I asked Chloe if she would come and help with the animals, because it's going to be hard for him to feed them at decent times. And when he gets home, and he's going to be gone for so long out of the day, that I don't know. I don't want to add to his plate. He works pretty hard. So, he leaves before it gets bright outside, and then he comes home after dark. So that's not going to work real good for the animals. They're not going to be happy with that. So Chloe's going to help me out. So I've got a lot to do to prepare for that. I'm going to kind of turn this way. So cleaning up the living room is part of that process. and just being able to put the stuff away that I brought in from downstairs. Some of that is crafty stuff, so my craft room is a hot mess as I'm trying to adjust and bring things in. So there is a lot going on. All right. And trust me, that's not a complaint. It's really not. I am blessed for sure. But I've got I got to finish cleaning up. So I was busy with that today is my point. Some of it. I took some stuff out to the shed and, you know, working that out. So it'll all come together. So remember how I said I had all those scraps? I don't have a lot of scraps on my desk. I really don't. But I know that they're here because I've been making. Let's use some of this. We can just do this faster this way. Probably scissors would have worked really well. I like to use the stuff that, oh, there's a piece of red polka dotty stuff that's this could be Christmas too. We could use this. This was from the floor. This is floor trash. We're going to use it. We like floor trash. You know why? Because we would have thrown it away. It missed the trash can for a reason. Or slid off the desk for a reason, so I had to find it later. Floor trash is nice sometimes. Sometimes it just needs to go back in the can. But I scored because I found something I could actually use. So that's great. And we're just going to collage with this. We're just going to add the pieces wherever. We'll be making something out of this. We can make the bookmark out of this too. That would be great. Bookmark and maybe a belly band would work to make out of this. Maybe a tag or two. Who knows? I'm probably getting ahead of myself. I probably don't have as much as I think I do. We'll just glue some of these pieces in here. That's pretty too, but no florals. If it looked like poinsettia, maybe, but it doesn't. All right, come on. I just need to get past this first chunkage. So some of you have been guessing what's going to be happening. I've been counting down on my post page. Some of you have been guessing. Nope, I'm not getting married. But somebody was pretty close when they said that, because, well, not close, but sort of, because I will be seeing somebody that I love. Does that give you a hint? It's somebody that I haven't seen in about 20-something years. So it's very exciting to me. Very, very exciting. And I know this person is talking about it on their channel too. So if you know, you know. I'm not giving away a prize though. If you guess it, I'm not giving away a prize because I've told you guys a couple times, so I don't want to have to ship something else out before I go. All right. But it is fun to guess, right? All right, let's see if I can find another piece of Christmassy kind of paper or some kind of, let's see if I've got another scrap over here. Of course I do. Is this the same? It's different, but it works. This works too. Just tear it. Just put some this way. And then we'll put some this way. Let's see if I've got something else that's good. Something that's a little holiday-ish. I could put, that's not really a holiday, but I like it on there, and I think that it will lend itself well to the papers I'm putting on here. So we're gonna go ahead and just chop it and use it twice. We're gonna use it up. I love the green added in there. Probably end up covering most of it up anyway, with, you know, decorations and things, or other papers. Oh, there we go. And I've got this one. That's way off of that green, but I mean, this is more traditional, right? Let's see if we can use, that's kind of nice, nice with the colors that are on there. Put that one there. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's use that. Doesn't have to be traditional colors. Like I said, we will be decorating with other things too, so I've got, this reminds me of snowflakes. I really like this one. Let's put it like this. It just takes it to a whole new place. There, and then I've got this piece we can put there. All right, we've got some pretty collage. I do have one more white spot, and I want to use some more of this paper, this paper anyway, especially this broken part, because it's broken, it's really, really fragile. So I want to kind of use the broken ones the best that I can, because they will not last if I dump them in my box. So let's put this one here maybe. Yes, we are covering some of those other papers. That's okay. And then we'll put this one over here. Oh, there's an 8 on that one. I wish I'd noticed that before I started gluing. Not that I like 8 specifically, but I like the number on there. Kind of add something fun. And then, oh, you know what I was going to do? But that's okay. Okay, I'm going to leave. I know what I'm going to do. Let's put another piece here. My dog is snoring again. Let's put this piece here. And this little piece, this little flip over, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down this way because I want it to go that way. Okay, now, here's one of the things I like to do. I'm going to use, oops, sorry guys, I'm just banging all over the place here. I want to use this one and stamp over this piece right here. Because it's the most clear of all of them, it's not going to work real well to put the whole stamp because these are layers, but that stamp will pick up on this piece specifically because it is flat. So I want to do that. Be cute with the Christmas tree also, the tiny Christmas tree, but I really want to use this one. I need to make some ATC cards with this stamp. It's funny because when I'm looking for it, because I want to make an ATC with it, I can't find it, but I knew exactly where it was today. And I love the stamp. One of my favorites. And it turned out just like that. Is that cool or what? I love how it stamps out. And if I'd been smart, I'd left more open. I would have left more open pieces, but I'm not. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm going to put the top part of this onto this piece. And I'm just going to flip this over and kind of just plop it in there this way. And I think I'm going to use the bottom part and put it here. It's got this little tree ad kind of thing going on. Or something. I don't know what it is. And that's just going to add some different elements to it. I feel like I should do something there too, but, well, I'm going to cut it apart so we can go ahead and put this one on there too. There, that'll be nice. Okay, and then I think I would like, I'm feeling very multimedia, guys. I'm feeling it tonight. I am feeling it. I don't feel like getting out all my tools, but I'm feeling like I should play. Okay, where is that book spine? Where it is, the one I want to make the bookmark out of. Did I drop it? Nope, I moved it. Good. This is it. So it's going to have to go this way. So my thought was to glue it down. It's going to need to be wider than my than the spine. I think I want to cut it right here. There's a natural break in my papers where I glued everything. And there's a lot of design behind there. Now, do I want the whole thing on there? I don't really necessarily need the whole thing. I'm thinking, what if we go here? And then I'm going to kind of fray this as if I didn't just cut it with scissors, because it's old and brittle anyway. And I cut it crooked. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? Okay, so we did that. And I'm thinking we could cut this right here. Ugh, okay. And see how it's got all that design behind there? Okay, so here's what I want to do though. I need to do some more to this. We need some ink. That's the first thing we need. And we need this ink. And I think I want to round the corners. I don't always look when I cut my masterboards because I like the surprise of it. But sometimes when you're wanting a certain piece to look a certain way, sometimes it's best to look. But when you're not being particular about it, it's not a big deal, big issue, you know. Did I just make up a new word? It's not a big issue. I did not make up a new word, but you can use it if you want to. You can go ahead and steal it from me. We could turn it into a word. I've never been popular like that I could make up words and everybody ran with it. That's never been my thing. All right, let's see. I've always been a bit of a nerd. Okay, let's go back this way. All right, and then I don't need to ink this up at all. I feel like, though, if I'm going to add it on here, I should probably sew it. Do you think? And I think I want to put it up a little bit like this, and then maybe put like a label down here. Is that overkill? Maybe. Maybe it is. Let's use some of this Fabri-Tac and glue it down. And I just want to make sure that it gets stuck really good to the paper because it is very fragile. It will break, I'm sure of it. So we'll do that. And we'll put this carefully here. That's about as good as that's going to get, I think. Cap it. under that part, but that's okay. I want to put a eyelet in the top. So here's some like Christmas paper right next to me. Tell me why I didn't just get that out. Okay. Remember when I used this for wood the other day? That was amazing. The wood's still in there. And I think I'd like to sew this. So I'm gonna go sew this at my sewing machine, and I'll come back and we'll do some more to it. All right, this is one of those times I'm grateful Grandma does not see my stitching, because this looks terrible, but that's okay. It's a junk journal, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I was just hurrying, and it's messy, and it just adds to the charm. It's good. It's good. I love it. Okay, and then I need an eyelet, and I think I'm gonna pick a red one. Oh, is this a red one? Or is it pink? It's pink. I don't want pink. I want red. I want red, or I want nothing. Is that one red? I think that's pink too. How about silver? I like it. Let's just do that. I'm running low on my eyelets, guys. I wonder how many eyelets I've used on my crafting in the last couple of years. This one we're going to use and make something different. Probably like a charm or something is what I'm thinking for this one. I want to put something right here, though. What could it be? Maybe we'll put something out of this on there. What could we do? We could use, I wonder, I'm trying to think if I have any labels. Do I have any labels? We have these things, which actually are kind of cute. I could do something like that on there. That would be kind of fancy. I like the green one. We could do no paper. Ooh. We could turn this into something Christmas, guys. I'm gonna hold on to that. That could be a Christmas belly band, I think. It really could. We've got this paper. What are these? These are just pieces of paper, which would make great ATC cards. Heckerdoodle. I'm not seeing labels. I want something here. Guys, what do I put there? I'm gonna go find something. I found my box, guys. I made this box a few years ago, my little Tim Holtz People box in labels. And I got photos in there and everything. And I always forget about it. I need to fix this lid. It's kind of messed up. But I think I have some Christmas, or actually, or just some small paper dolls that would work perfectly. Why do I forget them? Those two are super cute. Look at those two. Oh my gosh. They're cute on there, but they're kind of dark, aren't they? Let's see, the design is kind of dark. Hard to see them. How about these ladies? They're pretty cute. Let's see if we've got anything that's super Christmas, or that strikes me more. I have these stamp things. I don't know how I would use that, but I could use that for something else that would be Christmassy. I forgot about this box. I really did. There's some neat things in here. Ribbons and straw goods. That might be something I could use. All the ladies. That's too big. Got a typewriter. Nah. Oops, it goes this way. Some kids. Here's some boys like they're listening to a story. That would be kind of cute. That would be cute, right? Maybe put a label behind them. I kind of like that. Like they're listening to someone read them a story. This little girl. Ooh. Leave that out. I might need that for something. These are too big. Here's some little, I don't know. You guys can't see in here, huh? It's nothing that simple that creates them. Oh, you know what? This would be kind of nice. Something like that. Maybe not this one, but something like this at the bottom would look really nice. I'd have to take some of the layers off. I could even, it's often the simple that creates the marvelous. Maybe I could move them up and put that label down here even. That would be kind of cute. Let's see if I've got one that, when words are both genuine and kind, they can change the world. I love it. Sometimes the heart sees what is invisible to the eye. Love that too. Out of all of these, between those two. Oh, there's more, but wait, there's more. I've got a whole bunch of these. Let's see. Every day you decide who you want to be. I like that. What a wonderful thought that some of the best days are yet to come. Not for this project. We cannot become who we want by remaining who we are. Fall in love with as many things as possible. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. That's the one right there. Santa. Santa. Okay. We're on to something now. Sometimes you just need a little inspiration, and this box is full of it. We didn't even get halfway through, guys. There's so much fun in this box. This could be like a whole video in and of itself. We're not doing that today. We got enough to do. But I will keep this box nearby because now that I've put Tim Holtz people in here, you know we're going to have to use some more because I like consistency throughout my books. So we're going to set that down over here, kind of close by, and hope that doesn't keel over. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel some of these layers back so that I can get that piece kind of flat. Why? Because we don't want it too bulky, but we also don't want to bend it. So we're going to be really careful. There we go. Perfect. That's going to go just like that. Okay. I'm also going to ink it. Maybe I could have left a couple layers on there because now it's really flat, but that's okay. I think what I'd like to do, I'm going to ink this. I keep thinking it still needs something behind the boys, but honestly, I think the contrast of their little faces against that that dark green looks nice. So I don't think so. I think we'll just leave it alone. Got that inked up. So let's go ahead. I should have probably checked and inked the white parts on them too, the sides. So it's not quite so obvious. We could even see if we could use some marker and color some of their clothes a little bit so that it's not black and white. That could be kind of fun, but the colors are kind of dark. I don't know if it'll work. Should I try it? Or should I just leave it alone? I should probably just leave it alone. Okay, you won. I'll leave it alone. But these little boys look like they're being told us a Christmas story, and they're behaving so nicely. Okay. And I think I'm even going to put, eyelets on both sides of this. Like it's being held down. Ooh, not eyelets. Let's use brads. Ooh, then I need the smaller hole. We'll use brads on the side. One there, and one there. And this is going to be kind of a trick of the eye, kind of, because we're using brads, not to hold it in place, but just for decoration. So, but it's going to look like it's holding it in place. Let me grab my brads box. I think this is the one. This is going to have some brads in it for sure. So, the question is, I need tiny ones. There's so many. So many. I need some tiny ones. I need some tiny ones. There's a little cream colored one. We can make it darker. Ooh, there's two. They're stuck together. That's couldn't be more meant to be than that. All right. Could not be more meant to be than that, my friend. ones. So how do we do this? We're going to just kind of pop this in there and open up the little brad piece. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then we are going to glue this down. I'm going to use this glue again. Because I'm gluing it to the fabric, so might as well. Put that there. Put them as straight as we can. This is going to be my favorite bookmark in a very, very long time that I've made. Okay. And this is going to go right here. Hot glue would work for this well too. Okay. Put that there. And then I was thinking about painting those brads a different color, but I think instead of paint, we're going to use some gold gilding wax, because I kind of want to use that around the edge of the book too. And I did find that yesterday. And I said, ooh, I should put that where I can find it. And did I? Well, I thought I did. But as I'm looking for it, I don't see it. I had it in my hands too. I mean, I could use paint if I need to. I got gold paint too. I do. I have gold paint. And I have gilding wax. I just don't know where it is now because, you know, it's a hot mess. Have I mentioned that yet? It's a hot mess. Put some of those papers over there. This is still drying, I'm sure. I'm still holding it here. Good grief, where is it? I don't know. It's just a tiny tube. I don't know, guys. I thought I put it in here. Oh, creepy. Horrible. And it probably is in here. It probably just slid way down deep. Oh, there's some fun things. Actually, I think this little jar is full of Christmas stuff from last year. Check this out. I made these last year. Let's see what we got. We got Inspire, December 25. We've got some Christmas charm things, guys. Let's see if there's anything we can use. Here's one that has a snowman and a leaf. It's pretty cute. I think I could probably use some of these. Forever. That one's not necessarily Christmas. What's this one? This one is Beautiful. This one is did I already show you this one? I don't know. Leaf. Okay, let's see. This one has a tree on it. I like that. This one doesn't say anything. It's just the charm. This one too. Oh, this one has the colors that we need. What is this charm on here? Oh, these are candy canes. How cute is that one? We're going to use that. In fact, we might even be able to use that on this bookmark right now if I can get it to go right. What if we just kind of hung this from here? Do you like it? I think I do. That one's too bright. And that one's nice too, but not quite right. I think I want to take this off and put it on here, though, also. The December 25th. Let's do that. Let's take this little piece of ribbon off. And we'll put this here. Glad I found those, because that's kind of cute. And I'm going to leave the red one on there, too, but I think I'm going to put the December 25th in front of that. Put it there, and then we'll put the red one back on because I really like the color. It adds a little something, something. Put that paper charm on there, and then just attach this on here, and we've got ourselves the rest of that little charm. Okay, but we still have this situation. I've got these little brads to color, and I don't have the gilding wax, so I'm going to use my acrylic paint, which is right here, right near me, sort of across the room, one step away. And it's messy. Oh, that's all I needed, just right there. I think I might need a little more, but we'll just go with that. So I think I'm just going to dab it on there, just kind of. I don't need it solid. See, the gilding wax is fun because it'll just kind of wipe on, and it's kind of hard to get off, but this kind of just wipes back. Okay, so, and then we're going to go around the edges just like that. Sorry guys if I am off screen there. And we'll just add that on as if it was gilding wax, because that's what I would do with it. I would just kind of rub it around just like that. You could do this with silver, gold, whatever color you wanted. You could use a different kind of color too, that's non-metallic. You could use a red or whatever color you fancy. And then we'll put a little bit on this bookmark or the book spine too. And then I want to go around the coin just to make it cohesive. What do you think? Is it pretty? Is it pretty? I like it. Okay, so there's that. We've got one of those. Now, oh, what's next? What is next? As I'm looking over here at these things on the desk, I see this big old piece of paper. This is one of those fragile pieces. This is just one. This is just one. It's thick, but it's still very brittle. And I'm seeing my rubber stamp, and I want to just stamp it on there. It's going to be beautiful. Now, I think my stamp is too wide for this paper. Oh, it barely fits. Well, that works. That works. Barely fits. This stamp is from Unity Stamps. They're actually having an amazing sale right now, you guys. If you head over to unitystamps.com. They have got some of the best stamps. I absolutely love them. I've got quite a few now, and they make me so happy. And this is one of their itty bitty stamps, and they actually make these in-house. They're a smaller company, and they actually still use the red rubber, and these are seriously very, very good quality. I love them. So check it out. I think they're doing like a 60% off kind of thing. I think, don't quote me, but it's a good sale. So check them out if you haven't already. They are one of my favorites. One of my favorite companies to get stamps from. They're not cheap, but these rubber stamps are going to last forever. And there's so many different varieties. I know you'll find something you love. So, okay, enough of that. I am not sponsored or affiliated in any way. I just really love their products. But if they wanted me to be, I could give that some consideration. All right, so what am I going to do with that? Now, I don't know. I really want to stamp it. And I'm thinking, I mean, that's beautiful right there. Does it need more? You guys, we can totally make this like a little sampler kind of thing. Like, I don't know what to do with it. That paper's fragile. That's why I'm saying I might have to put something behind it, but I really just like that across there. I need more of this glue. That on there, and because that's the spine fabric, so we could put just something like that behind it to make it sturdy. I could put this in the middle and then put something over this part to make it, we can make a belly band out of it. I mean, heck, let's do that. I just need I need paper for that, and let's use, how about this paper? Would that look pretty on there? I think that would look very pretty on there. So let's go ahead and glue that on there. And then we'll just kind of put this on the edge of this paper, so we don't have to cut as much. I'll just use my scissors. Okay, so we have that, and then we have this, and I think that's going to be beautiful. But just like the other, I do want to sew around it. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, let me make sure this is the right height for the book. It might be too tall. No, it's perfect. What? How'd that happen? I don't know. I'm going to take just a tiny bit off the bottom. Just a tiny bit. I think that'll be a little bit better size because the paper is going to be slightly shorter than the book. And that should work. That's close enough. Okay, I'm going to go sew this, and I'll be back. All right, I sewed all the way around it. I'm going to go ahead and kind of fray these edges a little bit. I kind of want it to be a little more tattered than it is. Just kind of, this part is sewn, so I can't tatter that part, but these sides and the bottom I can a little bit. All right, so that's pretty cute. All right, let's go ahead and ink this too. Just, you know, it needs to look like it's been through something, just like the rest of it. There we go. Do we like it? I love it. All right, so there's a belly band. Now this will get attached in here somewhere. Somewhere. It's going to have to be on a sturdy piece of paper, something like this, and it'll get glued here and here, just held down, and then we'll be able to put stuff underneath it. So I don't know where I want to put that just yet. It might actually be cute. Right there. Okay, we're going to find a spot. Okay, so we've got two things made. We've got a bookmark and a belly band. What else? There was something else I wanted to make. Oh, I wanted to use these circles. I think I just want to put, I think I'm going to use one of my stamps on each one. Since I used two stamps, I used the Santa and I used the tree. Or I could just do the tree on each one and put a different sentiment. I think I should do that. Put a different sentiment on each one. Let's do that. So I'm just going to ink this up. Now I could use my platform, but I'm not gonna. I don't feel like getting it out. I think these stamp up so well with or without them. I'm going to put this up near the top so I can put the sentiment below it. And I missed the center, but that's okay. Super cute. And where'd the second one go? There it is. Let's do it again. And then these will be just two little pieces that we can put in the book for decorative something specials. All right. No, that's my fault. Okay. I got a little smudge there, but that's all right. And then, oh, I don't want to put that away yet. I still want to use a sentiment. This little itty bitty stamp comes with Merriest Little Wishes and Simple Joys and Sweet Memories. Those are the two sentiments that come with it. So we'll put one on each one if I can get them out. I haven't done my shopping with them yet. I really, really want to before their sale is over. They're so small. Memory, so it goes this way. I hope I didn't mess that up. There we go. That's fine. And then we'll use this one on this one. And merriest little, okay, this way. And we'll just place it there. Press it down. Merriest little wishes. Okay. Now, one of the things I like to do to make this stamp even more fun, I like to color the little ball. And I think what I'd like to do is use a pencil. Ooh, I could use watercolor pencil. That would work really nicely. I think there's a red in here somewhere. That one should do. Is that red or is that red? This is candy apple. I'd say that's pretty red. Let's do that. Come on. Okay. These are my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. Love these too. They're beautiful. Love working with those. I only have 2 of the sets. I think there were 3 sets that came out, weren't there? I have 2 of them. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I have 2. Just gonna, yeah. Okay, and then I have my Wink of Stella. Oh, you know what though? Is this the white one or the clear one? Wink of Stella brush. I don't know. It's whatever it is. It's gonna work. There's one though that turns more white when it dries, and that's the one I'm trying to avoid. I don't want it to turn white. But I like to add a little bit of shiny on there. Oh, I should have used green on the tree. I meant to do that. So the Wink of Stella, and that's, can you see what the little shiny glittery that it did on there? It's so cute. Let's put some green and brown on there too. Just because we can. Why not? We're adding colors in here. Remember how I said, oh, I think I want my book to be just lots of brown. Yeah, well, we kind of, or a lot of neutral tones. We kind of went away from that, didn't we? But that's okay. I got so excited when I saw all the colors. I was like, ooh, let's put that, let's put that, let's put that. And that is what crafting is about. Doing what makes you happy at the time. What feels right, what looks right. Go with it. Okay, there's brown. And I need, is that green? No, that's the gray. That's not green at all. There's the green. This is the green I like. It's kind of a pine green. And we're just gonna kind of put a little brushing in there. Just kind of nothing crazy. Just add a little color. We're not even gonna use water on these guys. Well, maybe we will. Maybe I'll use the Wink of Stella on this part too. Why not? It just adds a little glitter, a little shine and glitter. Just brush it on there. I think that would be cute. I'll show you. I'll just do that. A little green. Like little Charlie Brown's little tree. I don't even know if I have a spot in that journal for this stuff right now. But that's okay, because it'll get there eventually. All right, let's put those away because we don't need those anymore. And then I think, did it turn white? It didn't turn white at all. It just stayed sparkly. So I'm going to put this on the greenery too. Just a little green, just the branches, just real lightly. Because we like a little sparkle, don't we? It's Christmas. Of course we do. And I'll put a little bit on the ground too, as if it's snow. Just a little dabs here and there. And then we'll just put a little bit right around here, right around the stamp. I'm not going to put it on the wood part, just around it. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Yeah, this was a good decision. I always forget I have this pen and this little brush. My Wink of Stella. Okay, let me show you how that turns. See, it's got just the faintest bit. Oh, maybe you can't see it. Can you see it? Oh, it's so hard to tell. You can see the glitter on my fingers instead of the paper. It's there. It's there. It's hard to see. I'm sorry. Okay, and then I'm going to go around the edges of these. Hopefully that dried. Be kind of cute to sew these too, but I don't think I'm going to. We'll just leave them blank on the back side for journaling. And I think these were just, these were die cut cutouts from something. This was the throwaway part, but you know, we don't throw things away. There we go. We got 2 little coins. Super cute, right? I love that. How big is this? I'm supposed to make, nope, they're too big. I have an idea for that. Okay, but those are too big. I can't make it for what I was going to thinking of. So I think that is going to be about it. Let's see if we've got a spot for these, because if we do, then I'll put them in tonight. Oh, this would be cute, like across there, wouldn't it? This could be like a tuck spot. Ooh, I like it. Okay, we might do that. Let's find, not on there, that's too plain. Let's find, we need a sturdy piece of paper for the belly band. That's the first thing. Let's put, what about right there? What about right there? It kind of makes me think of like her dress or something. Should we just do that and put that there? I think we shall. I think that's what we're going to do. I think if the more I think about it, I'm going to think too hard and keep looking. But that's a perfectly good spot for it. We can always make more. It's a perfectly good spot. So we'll put that right there. There's our belly band. And we can always add stuff too, guys. We can put, it would be cute to add one of those bulb pins and put like a charm here. Well, we can even take one off of one of these. Here, let's do that. Let's put, here's a reindeer. I don't necessarily need the leaf. Or maybe I do. Let's see what it would look like if I just pinned this right here. It'd be kind of cute. Should we just pin that right there onto the belly band? Let's do it. All right. There's even more decorative stuff on there. That's really cute. See? I've got the little charm and a leaf. Little reindeer and a leaf. They're just on there. And then that's just fabric. Little fabric tangle. I like that. Okay. So now let's, oops, my whole thing just came off because I didn't sit still long enough. Gotta sit still. I don't know if I have any pockets in here yet. I don't remember if we did that. Other than these. And that's not going to work for a bookmark. We could clip a bookmark in. However, is this going to be kind of too thick for a bookmark? I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that might be too much up on top. I kind of think it is. Let's reduce this a little bit. I think it's too bulky. I'm going to take the coin off. Take the coin off. What if I leave this on here. Like this. I think that would be better. I'm even thinking about taking the charm off. No, leave the charm. I might change my mind later, but we'll leave the charm for now. We'll just leave that. That'll be fine. I think we can just kind of put this in the book. Don't you think? Or we could like put it there for now. That would work too. We could even, we'll just leave that there for now. I don't think that's its final resting spot. How about if we put one of these like right here and then put that ribbon like this? I really like that. And then this could be an opening tab. We'll just glue this down. Like this. Make sure that glue doesn't come over the side. And then we can glue this part down here. For this part, I think I'm going to use this one. I didn't need to go that far. We'll hold that down for a minute. Going to be cute. And then we've got one more of those. Where could we put it? Maybe that's too close to that one. Let's go back this direction. On the green, we could do the same thing with on the green. That would be nice too, wouldn't it? Let's do the same thing. Now these could have been, well, and I guess that's what I had intended, but it's kind of too late. These could would be great for journaling spots or something like that to put in a pocket or something. But this works too. And I have another. I had more of those bows. Should we put a silver one down here? I don't want to put it that low. This covers up the wish, but I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with that. There we go. There we go. All right, you guys, I think this was a great start. Oh, I didn't even finish the masterboard. We still have more to do with that. We're going to have to do another day because I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. I got to get this uploaded for you. Oh, and then we've got the recipe cards too. So we're going to work on those in the next video, most likely, or something totally different. Who knows? It's hard to say. But in the meantime, ooh, hang on. Remember how I said I wanted to cover that up? Let's do it. Should I just use that? I mean, I have all of these. Which one of these? Let's see if there's a Christmassier one. That one's blue. Ooh, it's blue though, but the card is blue. The card is blue. That'd be pretty there. Huh. What if I just cut the string off and glued this down? Did I glue that string on there? I guess I did. I don't think I did on purpose, but let's just put that there. That worked out. See, and I thought we were done. Looky there, still going. just making it better and better and better. I love that. Cute. That's not really a functional anything, but you know, it works. It's got a star. It says blessed on December 25th, and it's got a little bow on it. I love it. All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and for crafting with me, keeping me company. I'm sure you shouted out your ideas and thoughts, and I appreciate each and every one of them. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here, and I look forward to seeing the next video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.